Listen up because I'm about to show you something that could change your training forever. But before that, drop a like on this video and we'll go ahead and get into it. It's no secret that if you want to maximize your gains and longevity in the gym, you have to do two things consistently: train hard and recover completely. But there's a third crucial factor that many people skip entirely, even though it has a massive impact on both performance and recovery. It's the often overlooked world of warm-ups and cool-downs, so let's talk about how to do them effectively. Warm-ups and cool-downs aren't just something that athletes do. They are essential components of any effective workout. No matter your goals, whether it's to build muscle, improve athletic performance, or simply move your body better. But what exactly are they? Well, a warm-up is what you do before your workout to get your body ready for the exercise that's ahead. It's basically your game plan to prime the system for action. On the other hand, a cool-down is what you do after your workout, and as the name suggests, it's meant to help your body cool down and recover from the exertion it just went through. Now let's address why warming up is so important. Many people think that the purpose of a warm-up is just to raise your body temperature, and they're not wrong. Increasing your core temperature is one of the benefits of a warm-up, but it's not the whole picture. A really good warm-up should also increase blood flow to your muscles, enhancing their ability to receive oxygen and nutrients. It should lubricate your joints and improve your range of motion, making your movements smoother and more efficient. Plus, a solid warm-up will activate your central nervous system, helping your brain communicate with your muscles for better coordination and recruitment of muscle fibers. Last but certainly not least, a good warm-up will enhance your muscle elasticity, making them more flexible and potentially reducing the risk of strains. So how do you put all of this into practice? Let me show you the RAMP protocol. It's a smart framework that incorporates the key elements of an effective warm-up. The first part of the RAMP protocol is the raise phase. It's all about getting your body primed and ready for action. This usually takes around 5 to 10 minutes. So start with some light cardio like jogging, cycling, or even something simple like jump ropes. These activities will get your heart pumping and your muscles warm. You could also incorporate dynamic bodyweight movements like jumping jacks, high knees, or arm circles. The goal is to gently elevate your core body temperature and wake up your muscles. Next comes the activate phase, where we focus on engaging and activating the key muscles we'll be using in our workout. For instance, if you're planning to do a lot of lower body work like squats, lunges, or deadlifts, start with some glute bridges and band walks. Similarly, if you're focusing on upper body exercises such as presses and pulls, begin with band pull-aparts and scapular retractions. This activation phase typically lasts between 5 and 10 minutes and helps your body get specific for the exercises that are ahead. The third phase is mobilize. Here's where you want to move your joints through their full range of motion. This helps improve your flexibility and coordination. So include dynamic stretches and mobility drills that mimic the movements of your upcoming exercises. Arm circles, leg swings, hip circles, and torso twists are great options. If you're doing a full body workout, try to incorporate movements that target all major joints. Remember, the goal is to get your body loose and ready to tackle your workout with confidence. This phase also lasts about 5 to 10 minutes. Finally, we have the potentiate phase. This is where we start increasing the intensity specific to your first exercise. We typically do this by performing progressively heavier warm-up sets. For example, if you're starting with a compound lift like a squat, you might begin with an empty barbell, then move to 40% of your working weight, followed by 60% and finally 80%. This helps your body get used to the demands of the exercise and allows your muscles to gradually increase their level of force production. Most of the time, this phase will only take about 5 minutes, since we're only doing it for the first exercise of the workout. Now let's discuss the cool down. You might be thinking, what's the big deal about cooling down? Well, the cool down is essential for several reasons. First, it gives your heart a chance to gradually slow down its elevated pace, allowing for a more controlled transition from intense exercise to rest. Second, it helps clear metabolic byproducts like lactate from your muscles. This is especially important if you've been pushing yourself hard during your workout. Clearing out this metabolic byproduct will reduce that burning sensation in your muscles and help prevent soreness. Third, A cool down can help reduce the potential for dizziness or lightheadedness that you might experience after a tough workout. By gradually lowering your blood pressure and improving circulation, it helps redirect blood flow back to your brain. Finally, a cool down initiates the mental and physical relaxation process. Essentially, it tells your body that it's time to recover. So what's an effective cool down strategy? Here's what you can do. First, engage in light cardiovascular activity for around 5 to 10 minutes. This could be a brisk walk, cycling at a slower pace, or using the elliptical trainer. The idea is to keep moving to help your body circulate blood more efficiently. Next, it's time for static stretching. Hold each stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds, focusing on the primary muscles you worked during your workout. This is a great way to help your body cool down further, while also improving or maintaining your flexibility. Remember, static stretching involves holding a stretch for a prolonged period. So after your light cardio cool down, you can do things like hamstring stretches, quadricep stretches, or calf stretches. For upper body workouts, focus on stretches for your chest, back, and shoulders. Lastly, you can optionally incorporate foam rolling or self-myofascial release techniques. This can help reduce muscle soreness and improve tissue quality for some individuals. Now let's address common mistakes that can sabotage your warm-up and cool-down efforts. First and foremost, skipping them entirely or rushing through them. This is the most common mistake, and it can lead to suboptimal performance and increased risk of injury. Not doing enough to fully prepare your body is like trying to start a car in the middle of winter without a jacket. Sure, it might work, but you're setting yourself up for potential problems. Second, static stretching before intense activity. While static stretching has its benefits, research shows that holding long stretches right before strength or power work can acutely decrease power output. Instead, opt for dynamic stretching before your workout. Third, overdoing the warm-up. You don't want to be so focused on warming up that you fatigue your muscles before your actual workout begins. Find the right balance, but don't overdo it. Fourth, not tailoring the warm-up. A generic warm-up might not fully prepare you for the specific demands of your workout. For example, if you're doing a heavy deadlift session, you might need to spend more time activating your posterior chain muscles. Fifth, sudden stops post-workout. Abruptly stopping intense activity without a cool-down can sometimes lead to blood pooling or dizziness. A gradual cool-down helps your body adjust and prevents these issues. By now you understand the significance of warm-ups and cool-downs. Now let's talk about the long-term payoff. Consistently incorporating proper warm-ups and cool-downs isn't just about one workout. It's about building a foundation for success. Better quality training sessions due to improved preparedness, reduced likelihood of injuries that can halt your progress for weeks or months, enhanced overall recovery, which is when muscle growth actually occurs, and greater training longevity and enjoyment. Remember, it's not just about lifting heavy weights and pushing through. It's about lifting heavy weights and recovering fully. So next time you hit the gym, don't just show up, be prepared. Warm up properly and cool down effectively. Your body will thank you in the long run. If you're looking to maximize your gains and reach your fitness goals, so go ahead and click the link below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss out on future content. Until then, stay strong and keep crushing your workouts.